Hello Virgo, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy bringing you your December 2024 general reading. We are looking at the first half of December, and this reading is for you, the earth sign of Virgo. Thank you so much for being here and making yourself part of the great gift it is to be able to create these videos. For those of you who like, share, subscribe, and donate in any way to my channel, my gratitude to you as well. So, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, this video is for you. And cross-watchers, if you're cross-watching for Virgo, this video is relevant to you as well. It's a general reading. Of course, it might resonate a little differently for everyone, so take what resonates for you, leave the rest behind. If you know any or all of your other sign placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, it's helpful to watch those videos as well for additional perspective and insight. If you find that something really hits home with you and you'd like to take a deeper look and explore it a bit more and reach out for a personal reading with me for yourself or as a gift for someone else, we are in the holiday season and personal readings do make great gifts. Or you simply like the reading style. If you're interested, you can email me, Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. You can click on the description of this video, click on that word more, and you'll see that there along with my PayPal me link for any of you who care to donate as well. I would love to hear from you, and I can usually get back to you pretty quickly, the same day or within 24 hours with more information. I do offer a wide variety of readings. I cover all areas of life, different types, lengths, costs, styles, spreads. There's a little something in there for everyone. The 6 and 12-month overviews, which take a look at all different kinds of areas of your life for the next 6 or 12 months, are particularly popular right now as we're transitioning towards the end of one year and a new annual cycle, so something to keep in mind. I am quite diligent and focused on the timely scheduling of personal readings, as this is what I do full time. So if you're interested, email me. All right, Virgo, let's see what the first half of December looks like for you. For those of you who'd like to know, I am using the Royal Deluxe Tarot, clarifying with the Gilded Tarot. And we begin with the Hierophant and Death. Looking for a change, some of you. Maybe unhappy with the status quo, tired of the same thing over and over and over again, perhaps. Maybe feeling within, maybe you're feeling tired, you're wanting a change. Maybe struggling with a set of beliefs or values or a belief system or ideology you've been holding on to for a long time and thinking maybe something needs to change. Maybe it's not working for you anymore. Next, we have the Queen of Coins, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Likely you, but some of you, it could be another earth sign. Showing up as a queen, but this is a general reading, could be male as well. With the Wheel of Fortune. Needing to learn perhaps how to adapt and adjust or be more flexible and open to change or adaptation. We have the Page of Wands with the Devil. The Page of Wands and the Devil, I mean, this can be positive or this can be challenging, right? Because the Devil, sometimes a fairly misunderstood card. It is often unhealthy energy, simply because it represents obsessive energy. Too much energy focused into one area, which means you have to pull that from all other areas in order to focus it into one area, which is why it often shows up for things like addictions, mental health issues, toxic negative relationships, codependence, but there's a temptation in the Devil. That's how it traps and enslaves, right? But you need it, I need it. So that's why you keep going back to the thing over and over and over again, or I have to keep doing this thing, or but I love them, or, and it's cyclical, right? It's a difficult cycle to break because of that temptation in it, right? In the short term, it can be positive if it's used to achieve something, like if you're, trying to complete your degree, or you're in the initial stages of building up a business, or, something where you need to pull like a lot of energy and time and attention and everything from other areas and focus it in this in order to accomplish it. It has a beginning and a middle and an end. Beyond that, and this energy becomes pattern and habit, and that's when it becomes unhealthy, because the Devil card represents things that we do that we think we want, but in reality keep us stuck in a cycle of fear and insecurity. So it just kind of depends here, because with the Page of Wands, this is, the Page of Wands is starting off on a new path and eager, enthusiastic and ambitious and eager to kind of get cracking and achieve that goal, But the Devil can represent things that might be holding them back, or the manner in which they try to achieve a desired outcome. They might want the Devil might represent, maybe using not quite moral or unethical, things, or trying to achieve a desired outcome no matter what the cost is, right? So it kind of remains to be seen here. From the bottom of the deck, the overall energy and focus we have for the first half of December, Virgo, is, I almost said Capricorn, I think it's maybe a little similar to Capricorn's, is the Nine of Wands, which speaks of having been through quite a bit already. You're close to the end of a difficult cycle. You may be feeling tired, worn out, discouraged, but this also speaks of your strength and courage and resilience to keep going. Kind of it's darkest before dawn, 11th hour kind of energy there, but kind of feeling discouraged and it's kind of like this energy of, maybe feeling a bit worn down right here. Self-care might be a bit more important during this time for yourself, Virgo. And if you have trouble creating that self-care or creating time for that self-care, you may want to reach out for help or tell somebody, be honest with them about how you're feeling. Because what I'm getting here for some of you is just a desire to want to break out of something or have some kind of change, and struggling with not letting, this discouraged, kind of, I don't know if I want to keep going on in this direction kind of energy, push you to do something while the goal might be perfectly, the need for change or what you want to change or the desired outcome or goal that you're hoping for might be perfectly legit and perfectly good for you. The Devil card energy kind of thrown in here implies that you may perhaps do it too quickly or do it in the wrong way or do it in a way that might not be good for yourself or people around you. It's kind of like if you feel stuck in a job or something like that you really don't like, and it's just really getting to you, and you're like, I have got to get something different here. I need a change. I am overworked, underpaid. I have a home, a family. I got all this stuff. I really need a change. And quitting your job, right? When there isn't anything wrong necessarily with quitting your job if you have another one to go to or you have a plan, right? But there's a bit of caution here I'm feeling on kind of how you institute this change. Let's peel it back a bit. Let's take a look at that Nine of Wands. I mean, I don't know if it's work or job. It might be that. It might be just the day-to-day routine of your life that's wearing you down. It may be that you've got to work a little bit harder or reach out to people around you about maybe creating a bit more of a regular self-care kind of thing for yourself so that you don't, get so worn out that you end up doing something spontaneous and impulsive or doing something in a way that's spontaneous and impulsive that you'll regret later. Judgment and Seven of Cups and the Knight of Wands. Spirit agrees too. This is about being careful about how you move forward through this because you're answerable for it, right? Be careful that in your haste and your zeal to explore different options or think that all the grass is greener on every side except the one that you're at, that you rush forward too spontaneously and impulsively into something else that either might not be the right thing for you or it might be a good and right change for you, but you're not doing it in a planned way and it ends up causing conflict or chaos. Let's take a look at the Hierophant and Death. And it just all comes out of the need that I'm picking up here of tiredness, exhaustion, wanting a change, wanting something a bit different, right? The Ten of Cups, the happy home, happily ever after, white picket fence card, the Eight of Wands, swift movement, action, motion, fast momentum. The Knight of Swords, very action-oriented, very intentional, very fast-moving. It's the same thing. It's this desire for change, this desire, but the desire is strong, and I feel like it's coming out of a place where you're depleted. You're feeling depleted in ways.'re feeling tired. It's like there's too much on your shoulders, and in the desire for change, and you're right. I mean, you're absolutely right to want, something better, something different, or a redistribution of what's going on. Because it's kind of like you're so tired that you're coming to a point where you're like, what's it all about? What's it all for? Right? And then you're like envisioning, exploring, fantasizing, maybe I'll just run off and do this other thing, or, something. And again, the desire for what you want isn't wrong. It's the how you execute it. And also, I think self-care is an issue here. Let's take a look at the Queen of Coins, Wheel of Fortune. Ten of Wands, feeling like you're at the end of your rope, tired, worn out, exhausted, overwhelmed, feeling like you're carrying a burden, like the weight of the world is on your shoulders. Five of Wands, conflict, going around and around the same thing over and over and over again. But the Star, renewed, restored hope, faith, and optimism, a path of faith. Let's take a look at the Page of Wands and the Devil. The Six of Swords, the Six of Wands. I get it. I understand it. I mean, the Six of Wands is victory, triumph, success, recognition, ego. The Six of Swords is healing. It speaks about transiting through a difficult times. The worst is behind you. You're not quite through it all. You're not quite to the other shore and on solid ground yet, but you're definitely headed in the right direction. The worst is behind you, right? And you're navigating through the rest of it. Again, it's the same message. It's wanting, and it may be that the path that you're on that feels like it's wearing you out so much, it may be that the path itself isn't bad, and maybe you do need to stay on it for a while longer in order to achieve a certain outcome. But it feels like you've hit a wall of being tired because it feels like there's too much on you. Again, I feel like self-care is an issue here, that you're not taking care of yourself enough, and you may be, I think that you need to reach out as well, Virgo, to the people around you, friends, family, partner, if you have one, to let them know, look, this is how I'm feeling, and I get so tired and worn out and overwhelmed sometimes that I envision just kind of running off and doing something which is, probably stupid, or probably just, maybe not the right time for, simply because of this feeling right here, like I just can't carry this anymore, and getting some help, and maybe carving out some little regular periods of time where, it's just you, or you just go do whatever it is you need to do to kind of rest, recharge here, and have some healing. So let's end with advice, guidance, feedback from Spirit. Yeah. Two of Swords, the Devil again, the Four of Swords. It's all right here. Kind of stuck at a crossroads. Trying to figure out what choice to make, what decision to make, to go, to stay, to make any changes. And it implies that you're going to have to make that decision based on balancing the intellect, which is, okay, these are the facts of what's going on, this is the truth of what's going on, and your intuition. Okay, yes, so maybe I need to stick with this because it's the practical path, it's what I have to do right now. But my intuition is also telling me that I need something different, that I need to have some changes here so that I can feel balanced, which I get because, the temptation is to, kind of run off and leave it all behind, right? Which is not good. It's not showing up as good here. And here is the Four of Swords, which is a card about, like the Six of Swords and that Ten of Wands, it's a card about needing self-care. Because the Four of Swords, it shows somebody here, a soldier, right? And he's taken a temporary step out of whatever battle or conflict he's been involved in. I say temporary because he's still got his armor on. He's taken off his helmet. He's laid his sword aside. It's close by him should he need it really quickly. The other swords kind of represent whatever the conflict or challenge is, or just, his life. So the implication here is that at some point he'll go back to it, right? But for now, he's taking a step back. Why? Because he's tired, or she's tired. It's about rest, recuperation, which always makes us have a bit of a different perspective. If we can kind of take a step back, rest, recuperate, we come back feeling a bit more refreshed. The perspective is a little bit better, right? We're ready to kind of go back in and deal with it again. And I think regular bits of this, if you need to ask for help to do that, or you need the people around you to help you create that, then do that. Because the Four of Swords and the Ten of Wands and the Six of Swords all in one reading tells me, Virgo, that you're tired. We all get tired, but this is tired to the point that you start fantasizing or envisioning doing something that you normally wouldn't, or not in the same way, right? Like just running away, dumping it all, when you can't really do that, but you need to learn how to create balance in your life, right? Okay, I'm going to leave it there, Virgo. Those are your messages for the first half of December 2024. For those of you for whom it hit home and made sense and resonated, I hope that it was helpful, that it was clarifying, that it gave you something to think about. If it did and you'd like to explore it a little further, take a deeper look at it and reach out for a personal reading with me for yourself or as a gift for someone else, or you simply like the reading style, again, you can email me, Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. You can click on the description, click on the word more to see that information as well. I'd be delighted to hear from you and to work with you. You can also see my PayPal me link there too for those of you who care to donate. I will see you all in a couple of weeks for the next set of readings. Until then, stay well, stay safe. Hope to see you back here again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.